Hey everyone, this is Ryan. Today we're back talking about my favorite project, Orion Protocol. Now, a couple of weeks ago, when the price was just under $3, I did my first altcoin video covering the potential of Orion Protocol. A couple of weeks later, when the price pushed $10 with the staking calculator release, we talked about that and the incredible passive income we can expect to come this year. And then today, a few weeks later, again, we're pushing $20. We have a whole bunch of new updates to go through. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to cover some market cap based price predictions, which you're definitely going to want to see. So make sure you watch this through to the end. Like the video if you like Orion, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below. It really helps. So let's jump into it and see what these guys have been up to. All right, so here we are on the Orion Protocol blog homepage. This is where all of the new announcements come out, and there's a lot. Struggle to keep up with these guys, honestly. So the last video I made, staking calculator, was here February 23rd, and a lot has happened since then, and I want to give you my thoughts. Now, the original video I made saying why I think that Orion is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, crypto projects of 2021, that was before all of this came out. So this has really upped my expectations even more. So in the last couple of weeks, we've had YFDAI join Liquidity Boost plugin, okay? And the swap tool that they launched as well for platforms doing IDOs and things like that. We've had Yacht join, which I think is yield optimization protocol, which I've heard some good things about. Binance Smart Chain, come back to that in a second. Polka Markets joining Liquidity Boost. I think Polka Markets is going to be really big. I'm going to do a video on Polka Markets. I got in shortly after the IDO. I am really, really excited about what that platform is going to do. So to see this, I was very, very pleased with that. We had Vortex DeFi as well, another one on Liquidity Boost, and COTI, absolutely massive. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, what I'm seeing here is all these different DeFi projects. They need liquidity. It's hard at the start. You have to bootstrap it and things like that. They're looking at Orion Protocol. They're looking at the decentralized brokerage, and they're saying, hold on a minute. If we plug into this, we are instantly 6 months ahead of where we are right now. And we're way ahead of any of our competitors that are not plugging into this. So I think over time, as this gets more widely known, you could have a position where all of these other kind of fringe DeFi projects doing different things might be at a real disadvantage by not being plugged in, and we could just have a mass scramble of people trying to get in and access the liquidity from one point that you get from the decentralized brokerage. And I really, really hope that does happen. And we know that from day one, a lot of the B2B products are going to be launched as soon as the terminal is live. So let's talk about COTI. COTI is an absolute monster. If you don't know COTI, if you've never looked into COTI, after this video, go and look into it. I might do some COTI stuff in the future, but they are big. Now, COTI, payments is their thing. They have a whole bunch of DeFi products around payments for e-commerce and gambling and things like that. They're really, really making moves. They've been on an absolute tear recently, and big partnerships. So one thing people don't know about COTI is that they're actually in the process of getting an EMI license, which is an electronic money institute license, which is essentially what PayPal has. It puts them on a similar kind of playing field to PayPal with a few differences, but a lot of the features. So essentially, COTI is going to be a digital bank. I believe just with the exclusion, they can offer loans or something like that, but that is what the EMI license gives them when they get it. They've also built ADA Pay for Cardano. I feel like they have some really big stuff coming out with Cardano in the next few months. So COTI is massive. I believe it will carry on being on the tear that it's already on. And they are going to allow the purchase of Orion ORN tokens with fiat through COTIX, the COTI payment system, and the COTI wallet, okay? They also have some pretty cool integrations in there, which they are going to have in the future. One is with Celsius, which you can see at the bottom here. So basically Celsius, let's just kind of highlight this. Basically Celsius is going to allow tokens and assets in the COTI wallet to be lent out and to earn interest on them. So that's going to open up the potential, the possibility for earning on ORN tokens through the Celsius platform. So COTI are making major moves, and I was very, very pleased to see them partner with Orion. And when that got announced, I think that was yesterday or the day before, both projects really seen a good boost to the price. So let's talk about Binance Smart Chain. This is big. Say what you want about Binance Smart Chain. Obviously, we know there's some downsides with the centralization and stuff like this. But in my opinion, the long and short of it is people are using it and it's getting traction because it offers things that Ethereum is unable to offer right now. That is fast speeds, low transaction costs, and just a great user experience. So like I said, whatever your opinion is on Binance, it's getting traction. People are using it. And I think it's going to be very beneficial for Orion Protocol to be able to interact with the Binance Smart Chain. Now, on that topic, a couple of days ago, the tech lead at Orion Protocol, Simon, did a little poll, a little bit of community feedback, asking for opinions on what chains the community would like integrated next into Orion. And it looks like the two eventual, quote unquote winners were Avalanche and Polkadot. Now, starting with Avalanche, I'm not in Avalanche. I don't own any. I've started looking into it because it's getting a lot of traction. And to be fair, looks decent. I think it's really going to do well. And that ecosystem, I think, is going to grow quickly. There's going to be some great projects on it. And I think it's going to be very beneficial to be able to be interoperable with Avalanche. So very excited to see that. Now, really the one I want to talk about is Polkadot. I'm massive on Polkadot. Been bullish for a couple of months. Made a Polkadot video yesterday actually, and have been accumulating DOT and Kusama for a while. So I personally think that this year, when it all kicks off with the parachains, Kusama first, then Polkadot, I think the Polkadot ecosystem and everything decent that's connected to it is just going to go absolutely bananas. I think it's really going to be big. Okay, I would say that probably 50 or 60% of my portfolio outside of Orion, because Orion is a big part of my portfolio, 50% of the non-Orion coins and tokens in my portfolio are somehow related to Polkadot, whether that's being DOT or Kusama tokens themselves, or whether it's some of the parachain contenders that I'm really bullish on, like XRT Robonomics, Fala Network, and a couple of others. So I'm really big on the DOT ecosystem. Anyone that says that it's overhyped or it's not going to be as big as people think, or it's not really that big of a deal, honestly, anyone talking it down, I think, in my opinion, I think that is just buffoonery, because Polkadot is a tank, and I think people are going to see that over the coming years. So that whole ecosystem is really going to kick off. So let's now get into price predictions, market caps, and some things about token utility compared to the competitors, because that's really what I want to talk about today. So right now, let's just refresh this. Orion Protocol, $19.36. We're sitting at roughly $400 million market cap, okay? Position 124 in CoinGecko. Again, without really a product that most people can use right now. So let's have a look at some competitors and what the price would be if we reach their levels. 1inch is 96 in market cap. They've had a good year. Overall, the platform is getting some good usage, is getting good adoption. We hear good things about it. We are already 2/3 of the 1inch market cap, essentially without a product. So I did not think that we would catch up 1inch that quickly. So they're 600 mil, we're 400 mil. We're basically 2/3 of them already without even anybody using it. So there's obviously some big expectations about what Orion's going to do. Next up is Sushi, okay? Everybody knows Sushi's kind of came out of nowhere, really exploded, done some great things, and it's obviously been up and down and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's doing well and it's being used. Their market cap reflects that. Number 42, 2.5 billion. Okay, that's a 6x for Orion right now. Now, if Orion does everything that it's intended to do, and we hope it's going to do, I don't see any situation where it doesn't overtake Sushi, because the tokenomics and the utility are just too much. There's going to be too much FOMO, in my opinion, not financial advice, for us to not hit the Sushi market cap. And with today's circulating supply, that would put us at roughly $120 per token for an ORN token. Now, when I originally made my first video saying this could be, ORN's going to be one of the biggest tokens of the year, I kind of casually said $100 at the end for like a decent prediction, a decent price prediction for like this year or so. And now that sounds kind of weak. I think that with everything happening and really the anticipation that we're seeing, we could be above that by quite a distance. Now, let's talk about Uniswap, the one everybody wants to talk about. So, as of today, Uniswap on an absolute tear, number 8 in the rankings, $16.4 billion market cap. And a lot of people think, including me, this has a lot of room to run. All right. So, that if we were to achieve the Uniswap market cap with today's circulating supply of Orion, obviously it's going to change, it's going to go up a bit, but today's circulating supply, that would give us a 41x from where we are right now, which would put us over $800, okay? If we just hit today's Uniswap market cap. Now, I'm not standing here and saying ORN's going to 800, but if you think it's going to match the Uniswap market cap, that's what the price would be. Obviously, you have to allow for some more tokens being released, but people think the Uniswap market cap is going to go up a lot as well. Now, one thing I want to talk about, and I think this is important, it's a bit controversial, but I don't see like what much of the value is in the UNI token. Obviously, people are buying it because the platform is getting more and more popular. People are loving decentralized versus centralized exchanges. There's talk of layer 2 and the fees being cheaper. I get that. Uniswap is getting better and getting easier to use and will continue to do so. And that's why people are buying the token. But the Uniswap volume and the Uniswap number of users, there's no logical correlation between that and the token price. People are just buying it because it's going up. It's speculation, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that the utility and the link between volume on Uniswap and the token price it's not really there. But with Orion, it really is there in 17 different ways. So let's just get real for a minute. Like, what is the utility of Uniswap? Governance. Like, seriously? We know governance is important. It's great that the community has control. I'm all about that. That's supposed to be what crypto is about. Decentralized governance, everybody has their say and things like that. I'm definitely for that. You can acquire Uniswap tokens and you can have a say and have an impact on how the protocol develops. But most crypto investors have a couple of hundred or a couple of $1,000s in any one token, all right? If you've got $5,000 of Uniswap tokens, you don't give a shit about governance. You just don't. Can I say that on YouTube? Not a clue. But that's how I feel. Bit controversial, but as the main utility, like most people, they don't care. Like, give me a break. Governance, that's not why you're holding the token. All right, you're not going to keep hold of your Uniswap tokens and not buy some other project that you think is going to, do really, really well because you're going to lose your governance rights. Like, nah, not happening. And I like Uniswap. I think it's going to continue to do great. I don't personally own any. I had the airdrop, kept it for a decent amount of time, sold it, put it in something else, made some money. Fine, Uniswap is great. I actually looked into today if there's any utilities that I didn't know about or anything coming up for token holders. And it really is just governance. Like, there's a proposal out there that can be voted on, as it should be, to basically direct some of the fees to token holders, which is great. Okay, fantastic. That'll be awesome. And probably make the token a lot more intrinsically valuable. But even if it gets voted on, there's a 180-day time lock. So the proposal goes through, they vote to share some of the fees with token holders. You have to wait 6 months to prepare for the shift, to prepare to receive rewards. Okay, now I have to wait half a year to get ready to be rewarded for holding UNI tokens by getting a split of the fees. Like, it's not like that appealing right now. In the future, are there going to be more utilities for the Uniswap token? Without a shadow. Absolutely, there will be more utility. But all I'm trying to do right now is make the point that today and for the foreseeable future, the utility of Uniswap with this huge market cap It's just absolutely nothing compared to Orion, okay? So if we just go back, this released a couple of days ago, yesterday even, a summary, a really nice crystal clear summary, which I don't think we'd had before, just given a few sentences about each of the revenue streams. And if you're ever having a bad day and you've got any ORN tokens, just give this a read, because it really does bring a smile to your face. In terms of tokenomics, this is poetry in motion. 17 revenue streams. It's got all of the aspects that you need. Hard cap, deflationary, insane staking rewards, not burning, but a method to permanently remove tokens from supply, okay? So add that together, you're just gonna have a huge cocktail of FOMO, okay? A huge FOMO cocktail. And that's what I think is gonna happen when this goes live. When staking goes live and everybody sees it, game over, see you later, job done, I'm out of here, all right? So that's it. I think that I'm just getting more bullish on this every day. So if you like ORN, leave me a like, leave me a comment below. What are your Orion Protocol price predictions for 2021? Let me know in the description. Do you disagree with me about UNI? I would love to know. Let me know in the description. And subscribe to the channel, because I will be putting out a lot more stuff on Orion and other altcoins as and when they catch my interest. So that's all for now. See you later. Thank you for watching.